Hello Cancer, and welcome to your May reading. This is a bit last minute, but I'm just happy to be able to do the readings this month with the schedule. I will not be able to do private reading until mid-May. The contract got heavier and longer, but I should be able to come back to private readings in mid-May. So let's look at what came out for you. Underline energy. It can be the past. It can be just like the cause of what you're living now. I have the Prince of Cups. That can be you. It's that movement, that will to bring our heart into something, towards somebody, but that readiness to offer one's heart. After that, I got the Eight of Cups and the Tower. So what that tells me is that it's like if once you get in that position where you are ready to offer your heart, to make another step towards sharing yourself, there's this acknowledgement of wanting to go get that cup, of feeling that where you have invested yourself emotionally before is not serving you anymore. And you have that will of going in the night, in the unknown, to go find that fulfillment, that Ace of Cup. Ace of Cup that is here in your hand. So to be shared. And that acknowledgement or understanding or whatever provoked a Tower. So that means that not only emotional investment that you did in the past weren't serving you anymore, but probably beliefs and things like that, like believing that this is enough for me, or I'm choosing security instead of emotion or whatever. It's by provoking a Tower, that means that the divine is coming to crumble what wasn't solid. When we make consciousness step, the reality around us often doesn't fit anymore with our new way of thinking, our new perception. So the divine comes and crumbles what is no longer holding us within our new, like just wanting to have some real shared love. The things around us probably just with that notion start crumbling. One of the things that it affected here in the present, we have the Five of Pentacles. That is that lack mentality, that feeling that we are not supported, that we are not safe, that the universe is not behind us. Although it is there, but we are not letting ourselves getting it. And in a way, that could have been a belief of yours. But here in the present, here I have the Lovers. So this is a choice, is a conscious choice to elevate oneself. Probably to get rid of this, because here I have the Six of Swords, moving on from what was making us feel like that, making the choice of it. You could have been dealing with a Gemini also, but in most cases, it's that conscious choice guided by the divine to raise you and move away from that Five of Pentacles energy, abandonment, all of these things. So that will of wanting to offer and receive a true heart crumbled, shook down that mentality. If you were in a relationship where you were feeling like this in that relationship, the divine crumbled it because it didn't resonate with you anymore, because you were in the state of wanting to actually share your heart with somebody that would receive it equally. After that, I have the Three of Wands. So this gesture, this decision and movement, mental movement towards calmer waters, is now putting you in a state of receiving from this decision. What are you receiving from this decision in the future? Here I have the Princess of Cups. So there, the movement you made, now you're in the beginning state of the Princess of Cups with your new way of sharing yourself. It's a loving communication that you can receive or give that has a lot of potential with that fish in the cup there. After that, you got the Ace of Wands. There, the divining is giving you a new passion. And then they came out together. That Ace of Wands became 8 Wands and the 4 of Wands. So that means that new passion, you grabbed it. You made moves with it. You're going to make moves with it. There's going to be communication in and out. It's actions also that you can be making. And it's going to bring, this communication is going to bring you solidity. This is celebration, solidity. It can be a union. We'll see when we clarify. But it can simply be, and it's not simply because it's less, but that inner solidity where you feel safe and grounded, and you can celebrate your home, yourself is grounded and solid. So that is beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. This is working. So if this is about work, because it can be working on ourselves or actually working and being good at it. If we're talking about work, this is like deciding to go for your passion, going for what you love to do in life, acknowledging that the job you're doing is not serving you. This crumbles because you were not recognized. This is not being recognized. You make the conscious decision to move on, and now you're looking at what is coming towards you. You get a new passionate beginning, a communication, back and forward communication in the sense of maybe interviews and things like that. And there you have a solid prospect coming for you, something that would be security for you. So, and if it's in the love area or just self-development, it's the same process. So let's clarify for my Cancer. May call upon Spirit. I call upon the light, and I call upon my guides. Help me clarify this reading for Cancers. Help me clarify this reading for Cancers. One more time. Okay. Talk to me about the Tower. Talk to me about the Tower. What did the Tower crumble? What did the Tower crumble for Cancer? Well, that's good. Six of Wands. So it's crumbling everything that has to do with recognition. Maybe your beliefs on recognition. Because here we do have the not being recognized at all. Maybe not recognizing your own value. This is crumbling. Give me another one. Because the Six of Wands is, he comes back from the war with victory, and he's acclaimed by everybody there on his white horse. So it's the recognition of the efforts we made in the past, of the growth of our value, of the growth we went through, and all of that. And that is either recognition from the outside, the people around us, or the place where we work, or something like that, but also within us, because everything is a mirror. So sometimes we don't even recognize our own value. We underestimate ourselves, putting us in that energy. And once we gain the consciousness, this reality, this truth of our value, then what we accepted before is not working anymore, because we know we're worth much more than that. And here for the Eight of Cups, I have the Knight of Swords. Two knights here. It's really a movement. So Knight of Swords, he has the sword of truth in his hand, and he's going to, no, I am not accepting this anymore. So this is going with this. So it is a decision that is being done pretty fast in a way. The recognition of not being filled anymore, and then going with it with this communication there. If this is being done to you, then you receive that communication, and then things crumbled around you. But know that it was for your own good, because you weren't recognized by whomever is dropping you and leaving like that. Whether you do realize it for yourself, or the events around you are pushing you and giving you this to make crumble things around you, it's for you to realize your value and your worth. If they left, it was a good thing. If they left you, it was a good thing, because they didn't see who you were. They didn't recognize your value. So, and then you're making that inner decision to really see what's going on and moving on to calmer waters. So it's all good at the end. Whether you did it for yourself or events in life kind of pushed it on you. Whoops. I was looking at the... Yeah. See? I was looking at the Five of Pentacles. And there it is. There you are, Queen of Cups. Look how she's looking at her emotions, at what she has to offer. She sees her value. And this is defending our worth. This is exactly what I'm saying. Recognizing your value and defending your worth. Okay, talk to me about, because this explains the Lovers. I don't know if they're going to talk about the Lovers. Are you going to talk about the Lovers? Do you want to specify the Lovers? There we have the Page of Cups again. So, you know, the Page of Cups that was here, that decision here, the new steps with the new heart, with the new value of ourself, that loving communication. Loving communication, but it's mostly like the page comes after the Ace of Cups, that new emotion coming in, and the page grabs it and brings it a bit forward. So sometimes it's our first steps with that new emotion, with that new way of feeling ourselves and feeling others around us. So it's those steps going towards in that new way. So that is what the decision is about. And that energy, that way of being, moves you through calmer waters, and then you can receive what is due to you with the Three of Wands here. So talk to me about that Ace of Wands for Cancer. Ace of Wands for Cancer. What is that new passion? it's a revival in a way. It's reawakening either things in you, maybe sometimes a new passion can reawaken our own passion itself. That can be that. Or it's coming in the news from something that was dead before. So it could have been an old project. It could have been somebody from the past also that comes back here. And here there's the little conflict card. So it can be that communication that comes in. The fives is to disrupt us a bit, you know. So it can be that judgment call on a conflict that was there before, and now you're grabbing with your new understanding that new passion. But I think you're overcoming that conflict. Or maybe this is a new thing that maybe people around you, you will have to defend yourself. Maybe there'll be competition for that new project. Or that not everybody will be happy with your decision, with your new passionate venture. And you'll have, you know, people giving their opinions around you. But Five of Wands, it's, you know, it's small. It's almost playing. It's not block. It's something you can easily go through. Happens all the time in life. Talk to me about the Eight of Wands. Oops, sorry. Kind of flew away there. All right. So. Okay. So I have death. Death after the judgment. That means it's something that has been transformed, that existed in the past, but it has been transformed. It's not the same conditions. Maybe it is something that you hold on to, or that was closed before, that wasn't open. I have another five here, Five of Swords, and I have the Two of Cups. So if we are talking about a relationship, you're gonna get news from somebody from your past. Doesn't have to be an ex, can be somebody you met in the past that things never came to be, or you know, you work together or whatever, but you've met them and the circumstances in the past were closed, but now there's a change with that. Two fives. So fives are here to kind of provoke us to find our footing, our real footing. So there's this kind of mental strategy here happening, and it's gonna provoke some conflict, because this is the Eight of Wands, the communication about this union. And it's like if there's one part maybe that is closed or was closed, and another part that was willing, but now there's a change, there's this victory, but that is made out of overcoming ideas and beliefs, because we're talking about swords with that Five of Swords, and he won against those two. So that's why he has the swords here. And like I was saying, not everybody will be happy. Those two people here, they're probably the people that are not happy. They're probably the people that are going to tell you it's not a good idea. And you have two fours, Four of Pentacles and Four of Wands. with death. So that means there's a whole transformation of that situation. It's coming back on the floor here. It was in the past, but by you moving and making that decision here, and changing yourself, it kind of brings back that situation for you to reassess it again, to make a judgment on it of what you're going to do with that. But it has been transformed. There's death there. It has been transformed. It's not like it was before. Let's see the Four of Wands for the outcome. Show me the Four of Wands. Four of Wands. What is that Four of Wands? Sometimes the Four of Pentacles is also telling us not to spend, not to give our energy right now, to wait, to hold on and wait and see. But it's like if you're going to be clearing maybe an old conflict with someone, and you're going to be able to talk about it and clear it so that it can transform. Page of Pentacles. So that's the second page we have. That's for the Four of Wands. There's going to be an offer made. An offer that before wasn't available. You're going to have communication. And it's kind of, you're going to solve a relationship that you had in the past. Maybe with someone that you had conflict with. You don't see them for a while. They come back. You've changed. You have a new judgment on the thing. It's coming back to life for you to put this new judgment with your new vision on things. There's going to be discussion between the two of you. There was a change and a transformation, and a new offer. An offer is being made there, resulting into the Four of Wands. So resulting into something solid. It can be a love relationship, but it can be a friendship also that becomes solid. There's something solved. Understanding of something that happened, but it's being cleared. It's being cleared. Spirit, give me advice for Cancer. Give me advice for Cancer, Spirit. Advice on this situation here that's coming back. Might be conflict around it, or there was conflict around it. But since we're talking about the Two of Cups, and Two of Cups, it's, you know, yes, it can be a loving relationship, but it can be friendship, it can be within family, you know, like an old feud. But now with what you went through with your Tower and your new perception and understanding on your value and yourself, it's coming back on the carpet there so that you can reassess it, communicate, and there's that new proposal, offer, or something that can grow with that person to be something solid. Four of Wands is family also. It can be with any kind of thing, of people that with whom we exchange. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. So there it is. So it can be about work. This could be an old job or an old boss or an old co-worker. We have the Four of Pentacles again. Here, something that was closed off before. And we have the Nine of Pentacles, where now you are strong and dependent. That's the Nine of Pentacles, and the right away we see this woman with the not the eagle, anyway, it's gonna come back, the bird there, the prey bird, falcon, with the falcon in her hand. And it's that capacity to be self-sufficient, not dependent on anyone financially, in everything that is solid. She built herself, she's strong and independent. So they're talking here about it could be the work on yourself, like I was saying, or it could be your work per se, what you craft and do in life. And there was hold up. It could also be yourself, closing yourself to what you truly want to do and want to be, you know. Or it could be an opportunity that was closed before and now becomes solid and gives you independence. All of that solving with people, with someone, with a situation, brings you here two beautiful cards of solidity, because things have transformed, things have changed, you have changed, and probably the other party also, whether it is a family member, a friend, whatever, a job, a project. But it's giving you, it's going to bring you this strong independence. And that is very good. So you went through something hard there, where it shook your foundation of your value, of your worth, and what you really want to live and experience in this life. Not halfway or not in a sacrifice way. You want to be recognized for who you are and your worth. You're going to defend yourself, and you're going to recognize your own worth. Other people to recognize it, but you yourself also. And that is what you're bringing out there, and that is going to provoke this change. At the end of the month or the beginning of June, a lot of communication, solving old conflicts, solving a conflictual situation that comes back out of the blue from the past, and that's gonna make you sound and secure, probably a new offer that can grow. So that is your reading, Cancer. I hope that you pass a beautiful month of May. Happy Beltane on the 1st of May. And I'll see you next month. All right? Bye-bye.